Yo. So, the title of this video, did you actually know I'm lazy? It's the truth. Did you know that's actually a really common trait for entrepreneurs is that they're lazy? Not necessarily not motivated, but lazy. And you'll hear a lot of successful people say like, naturally I'm actually a very lazy person. And I think that's why a lot of lazy people are entrepreneurs, is because they tend to find the easiest way to do things, right? And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, you can find an easy way to do things and cut corners, or you can find an easy way to do things and do things well. First off, that's one of the main reasons I got off a truck, was because first, I didn't want to do the hard labor work, right? It's just not what I wanted to do. And so it was easier for me to take a pay cut early on and hire people to do the stuff I didn't want to do, right? First, I knew I had to do that to grow the business large, right? So that was a big part of it as well. But second is I didn't want to do it, right? And it's okay to admit that. Like, it's okay to say like, naturally, I'm actually kind of lazy. And so instead of fighting it, I just find ways to make things easier for myself. Whether that's hiring somebody to do something for me, whether that's finding a better way to do it. And even if you wouldn't call yourself lazy, that's how you should be thinking too, because that's how you scale your business, your life. Like, without having the skill to do that, to be able to see something and say, I'm gonna do it a little bit different, or I could change this one thing and that could make it easier on me, or easier on my business, or easier on my staff. So naturally, I'm lazy. I was on Snapchat a few minutes ago, and one of my best friends moved out to Colorado, and he's riding his new Harley around. Like, dude, do you know what I would do right now if like I could just have a Harley and be out riding in the mountains with like no worries? Like, you know, you see, I see that video and I'm like, oh dude, I would give anything to not be working. But that's my lazy side of me talking, right? But I'm disciplined. That's the difference between me and other lazy people, is I'm disciplined. And I recognize, you know, where I want to be in the next 5 and 10 years. And without discipline, I will never get there. And so, although I am lazy, I'm disciplined and I'm willing to do whatever I have to do to get there. And that's kind of the mindset and the drive you have to create in order to be successful. Like, I'm learning about your mental ability to like make a choice. And this is kind of deep thinking stuff that I've been thinking about lately, but like, the only thing stopping people from winning is making the right choices. And for example, I'll give you a good example for me. Fitness and eating well is something I struggle at. I'm not really that overweight, but like, I eat like crap because I'm on the road all day and I'm not at home a lot. So I don't pack lunches because I'm freaking lazy, right? And it's just easier for me to go out and get food. So lately I've been trying to eat better, I've been trying to work out, and it's a struggle. And so for me, I've recognized that the only thing stopping me from doing that well is making the right choices. The only thing stopping you guys from growing a business, the only thing stopping you from getting big, from systemizing your company, to whatever your goals are, is making the choice to do whatever it is you have to do to get there. And a lot of times, almost always, that's some type of sacrifice. And so I just want to jump on here real quick, and maybe that'll motivate some of you guys. Like, I remember early on, like in my head, like I was always working hard, right? But in my head, I was like, dude, I hate this. I don't feel that motivated. Like, I don't want to do this. I feel lazy. Like, is something wrong with me? Like, I feel freaking lazy. Like, what is wrong with me? Like, I see all these other guys out working hard, and I'm working hard too, man. But like, in my head, I'm like, I would rather be doing anything else. I'd rather be golfing. I'd rather be out on my boat. I'd rather be riding motorcycles. And I used to think something was wrong with me. And then I watch all these interviews of successful people, multi-millionaires, that are like, dude, actually, I'm one of the laziest people you'll ever meet. See, everyone has that lazy trait. It's just whether or not you decide to make a choice to work through it and make a choice to do the things you don't want to do. If you're not capable or mentally strong enough to make those choices to do the things you have to do even though you don't want to, 10 years from now, you're gonna look back and you're gonna be the exact same spot you are today. So get mentally tough, okay? And here's the good news. When you start to make the right choices and you start to make yourself do things you don't wanna do, and you do it over and over and over, 30, 60, 90 days in, it gets easier because it becomes a habit. And once you train yourself to even if you don't want to do something, you make yourself do it. Once you do that over and over, it just gets easy and it becomes first nature, rather than feeling like you have to drag yourself into it or drag yourself through the situation. So hope you guys are doing well. Hope this finds you well today. I love you guys. See ya.